Welcome to Courageous Living. I'm your girl, Kiki Ramsey, and on this show, I aim to help you live courageous in everything you do. So today, we're going to be talking about discovering how to live your dreams. Oh my God, this topic. This topic is so talked about, and I even thought about not talking about it, but I really wanted to kind of shed some light on it because it is so talked about. But honestly, how many people are truly living their dreams? Well, if you want to know, stay right there, because after this, we're going to talk about it. Talking about the infamous subject of discovering how to live your dreams. As I mentioned before, so many people talk about this topic, but so many people are not living their dreams. And the people who are living their dreams, or the people who you see living their dreams, they are gazillionaires. They make so much money, you can't even relate to these people. So I'm going to talk about truly living your dreams for even the ordinary person. How do you actually live your dreams as an ordinary person? Now, I know that when it comes to dreams, number one, we have to have dreams. I think that a lot of people these days don't even dream. They don't dream enough. They don't dream big enough. Sometimes they don't dream at all. And I think that in order to live a life that is full of abundance and wealth and happiness and love, you got to have some kind of dream. Now, a lot of people think that dreams actually depend on money. You have to have money, big money, millions of dollars. But that's not everybody's dream, and that doesn't have to be your dream either. A dream can be having a house of your own that you have bought, having a career or a job or a business that you love, having a family that you come home to every day that makes you happy. You know, you might have a dog or a cat, whatever. That can be your dream, and that's okay. It doesn't have to be making a gajillion dollars and splurging and, giving millions of dollars away. It doesn't have to be that. The interesting thing for me is that I truly feel like I've been able to live my dream. I've wanted to be a philanthropist and give money away and to do things for other people. And I get to do that every single day. Even the fact that I get to make these videos for you is me living my dream. In terms of me being a philanthropist and being a giver, I can remember when I used to say, oh my God, I just want to be this big philanthropist. I want to give millions of dollars away. But here's the thing. I still want to do that, and I will do that. But it doesn't stop me from giving now. I have been able to go on 6 missions trips as a short-term missionary. I've been to Kenya 6 times. I've been to the Dominican Republic once. I've given money away. I've helped with medical supplies. I helped a young lady start her business. I've done several things in the way of giving. And that is me living my dream. I've always wanted to do that. And I've gotten to do that. So you have to ask yourself what your dream is. What is your dream? You know, you have to ask yourself for that. And then you can figure out if you're living your dreams or not. You can figure out if you're living your dreams. So we're going to just talk about a couple things today to show you how to truly live your dreams. And number one is define what your dream actually is. Define what success is for you. For you, it's different. For me, it's different. For a lot of people, it's different. It doesn't have to be the same things. We do not have to do the exact same thing in order to be successful. But you do have to recognize and figure out what success is for you. Because if you don't know what it is for you, you don't know where you're going in your life, then how are you supposed to reach that goal? How are you supposed to truly live your dream out if you don't know what that dream truly is? Number two, you have to decide to go after your dream no matter what. I know that for me, when it came to missions and giving and being able to go over to other countries and even pour out to women and speak to them and encourage and empower them like I've been able to do, it takes money. It takes time away from family. It takes energy and it takes courage. Y'all know I love courage. So it takes all of those things. So I'll ask you, what are you doing to go after your dreams? You have to do whatever it takes. I had to do whatever it took in order to get me to Kenya. If that meant me coming out of my own pocket with money, if it meant me asking for donations from people who cared about me and cared about the mission and wanted to see the vision done, whatever it takes. So I'm asking you, what does it take for you to reach your dream? What does it take for you to reach your goal? And if it is money or if it's time, if it's energy, are you willing to give those things? You have to. You have to. If you want to live your dreams, if you want to live this happy, beautiful picture that you've painted for yourself, you have to be willing to give what it takes to get there. And number three, you have to learn how to live in the process. Oh, I love this one so much. You got to live in the process. Here's the thing. So many of us are trying to get to this point. We're trying to get to this goal. We're trying to get to this big thing over here at the end of a long road. But guess what? When you just do that, you don't live in the process. You got to enjoy every single step that it takes you to get there. You have to learn how to be grateful for what you already have. That is how you live in the process. A lot of us are not grateful for what we've already been given. And truth be told, some of us are living some really blessed lives, but we're not grateful for those lives that we've been blessed with. So what I want you to do is I just want you to take a minute and think about your goal, think about your dream. But as you're going towards your goal and your dream, I want you to enjoy every single minute. I think that there is so much beauty in small beginnings, because small beginnings become big endings. But if you are so unhappy along the process, then you really will not learn how to live in that process and love what you're doing. So I say this to you, live in the process, love what you're doing. And this week, I truly want you to tell me, what does it mean to live your dreams? What does it mean to truly live your dreams? I want to hear from you. I can't wait to hear your answer to that question. As always, go over to KikiRamsey.com. Let me know the answer. Let me know about your dreams. I really want to hear them. I want to give you some encouragement about your dreams. And until next time, live courageous.